If a show is cancelled, the writers should be obligated to tell you how it was supposed to end. I'm tired of getting into series only for them never to finish. Imagine if J.K. Rowling just stopped at book 4, we would all have blue balls from not being able to finish. In this world of 1000 online series, it's happening more and more, where a show will get 2 seasons and get cancelled out of nowhere and still have massive questions never answered. Sometimes even when they do end, you don't know what happened. The Sopranos ending was debated for years before Miami Steve explained it. Turns out what really happened was the director said cut and everybody went home. It's like how the original Teen Titans was cancelled, they ended it without notice on such a cliffhanger. While I don't think they should be obligated, it would be nice. Although a lot of writers don't go in knowing exactly how things in their story will go, sometimes things change, not if there's a chance it can be picked up again for continuation. This would remove all chances of that. I liked the show Revolution, which was cancelled too soon. The writers did the honorable thing and released the rest of it in a graphic novel. Agreed. Need that fucking closure, man. There was a show called Push Nevada a number of years back about a town steeped in mystery and conspiracy. When the show got the hook, they incorporated their cancellation into the show and acted like they had to shut down the show because whoever they were didn't want us knowing what was going on in this strange little town. The Santa Clarita Diet, sad. How on earth is this unpopular, super popular opinion? I really think that every series on the streaming services should have a wrap-up episode in waiting in case they do not get renewed. It will never happen, but should. The OA's producers should. I too am a huge My Name is Earl fan and can think of few worse things than it being suddenly cancelled after finding out Crabman wasn't Earl Jr.'s father. Or they could just do the fans a solid and post it to Reddit. He's talking to you, Southland. I need to know what happens. Why I don't watch shows until the series finale is aired. God was the last straw. Asterisk cries in Carnivale. Cough carrot Stargate Atlantis and Universe cough. Before I watch a series, I make sure it doesn't end on a cliffhanger and a cancellation. So many series ended this way and it's infuriating. I think Firefly and Sense8 are proof that this can happen if a show gains enough of a following. For those unaware, both shows had enormous followings. Despite poor circumstances, Firefly is very much a serial show with a great, serious overarching story that was advertised as a comedy and aired out of order. Both shows were brought back after they were cancelled to summarize the ending. Shortly after Netflix announced the 2-hour special set to conclude Sense8 after its cancellation, the porn company X-Hamster offered in an open letter, https://xhamster.com/blog/post/6919555, to fund an entire third season instead. So, it definitely happens, just not as often as some fans might hope. And why do all the shite fests carry on, while the good ones get cancelled? Obligated by whom exactly? Are you going to call the cops on them if they don't? Last Man on Earth. Ugh. Loved that show. This is one of the reasons I am a huge fan of Dark Matter. It was cancelled after 3 seasons on a cliffhanger. The showrunner went on to write out the scripts for the 4th season on his own time and posted them to Twitter along with the outline for the final 5th season. Don't watch any show until it is finished. It's not as if there aren't vast numbers of completed shows out there to watch. I agree with this. I watched this show called Jericho and it was cancelled. I'm looking at you, Santa Clarita Diet. Looking at you, the OA. So many shows that I want the answers to. Carnivale. Surface. Firefly. Dark Angel. Sliders. 4400. Alphas. Agreed. The show should get at least one final wrap-up episode before it goes off air. Even if it sucks, bottle the ends. I still want to know how The Sopranos ended. Teen Titans, anyone? Stop debating, guys. It's an unpopular opinion. It's because of posts like this that people think the internet is full of whiny, entitled nerds. But then we wouldn't have gotten the Samurai Jack ending like we got. How could they tell you what they don't know themselves? Their story ideas might still be used elsewhere. That's why you have fanfiction. Save the OAPLS. Worst is when they end in an absolute cliffhanger. My name is Earl is a good example of that. / smashes upvote button / you will use. What happened to Roswell? What the fuck happened? What about Kyle XY when subject XX wakes up? More than 20 years I've wondered. Yeah, but sometime the shows gets picked up again after With was cancelled. Futurama did twice. So revealing the ending would suck if they got picked up by another network. My name is Earl is still killing me all these years later. The writers owe you nothing. Artists in general owe you nothing. Yes, it would be a nice thing for them to do, but the word obliged is where I draw the line. The writers aren't obliged to even continue writing their own show if they want to. Their job is to create their thing, not to cater to the audience's entitlement. Obligated to? I disagree, they don't owe you that. Yeah, that would be nice, but honestly it's kind of their choice. NGL, I also hate it, but it's me who chose to watch in the first place. Aren't you supposed to come out? Bullshit. What a first world whiny ass problem. To be demanding, an artist has some obligation to tell you whatever you want once they essentially get fired from their job. GTF out to here, kid. My name is Earl still pisses me off. Firefly fans are still angry. I can hear the collective cheer of 1 million Firefly fans after seeing this. This isn't unpopular, but fuck, it should be required by law. Last man on ETH. Unpopular opinion. Upvote for the blue balls analogy alone. Can totally relate. Can we get an F for No Game No Life? I hate that the Sarah Connor Chronicles ended the way it did. And the writer will not let fans know what happened after John went to the future. How on earth is this an unpopular opinion? Yeah, but what if the writer dies? Or you can just use your fucking imagination instead of relying on someone else's. How is this even a post? Fuck this entire subreddit. I've been reading One Piece for 20 years now. I'll be damned if I or the author dies before that final chapter is published. Maybe if it gets cancelled they make a movie that explains the rest of it. Kind of like how Breaking Bad gave closure to Jesse's side of the story in El Camino. They should just turn it into a contest so people can submit endings and the one voted most popular gets made into a special 2-hour finale. Problem solved, laughing. Agreed. There was a show years ago, John Doe, where the guy from Prison Break woke up on an island naked. He knew everything about everything. Literally there was nothing he didn't know. It lasted 1 season. There is no way that the head writer didn't know where that was going. I dunno, man. Imagine you get fired in the middle of a project, and then you are asked to finish the project just so you don't leave the customers hanging. If it's that important, you'd want the company to just keep you on until the project's done, otherwise, it's not your fault that you are bailing. With that in mind, I'd more say that the duty is incumbent upon the company producing the show, not upon employees just doing a job. The fan FIC with the most votes becomes official canon. Artists aren't obligated to you for anything. That's a magical sense of entitlement you got there. Could all you writers just get back together and write the ending for free so I don't feel unfulfilled anymore? The OA. They had a whole vision, a 5-season plot, the whole thing. It was one of the reasons Netflix picked them up, but it got cancelled after 2 seasons, which is the worst. Man. Nobody knows how to end anything. From university papers, work wellness meetings, Marvel movies, HBO shows, and books. It is quite a problem right now. It's easier to just end it abruptly after providing your last nibbles of information in the body of work. The worst place I see this is any documentary movie. Like, why did you make the documentary? What did you learn from making it? What can we as an audience learn? Or did you just want to puke up a bunch of facts or testimonials you acquired in your research and go look at all this stuff? I don't know what it all means. But look. Fuck that. Give me your thoughts. Give me your predictions. Be vulnerable and take a goddamn risk. I'm still bitter about Daredevil. No, they don't. The writers don't owe us shit. No one is obligated to do that. Are you gonna pay them because someone has to? The writers probably don't even know how it was gonna end. We're canceling your show now. Fork over the rest of your intellectual property. Writers might be holding out for another network to pick up the property, or a reboot based on popular demand. Or it might feel a bit anticlimactic / soul-destroying to reduce a final season's worth of vision into a breakdown of spoilers. You're saying that if they are no longer being paid, they should give you their intellectual property for free? Alright /r/ choosing beggars. Bring back Tuca and Birdie. Why would they give their work away for free? They can use the ending, if they have one, for another story. Gave you an upvote, because this is actually unpopular. Until something needs to be foreshadowed or built slowly and a few tweets cannot cover it. It's fun. One of my favorite vidis was saying the series' effect on brain can be compared to drugs. This little high we get episode after episode. Cliffhanger after cliffhanger. The need for closure. I stopped watching series for a while, but then I've relapsed. Exactly. Maybe it's to leave the option open to profit from the ending, I guess. An asteroid has destroyed all human civilization. And that's canon. Finally, a truly unpopular opinion. Disjointed. Writers don't owe you shit. They don't always know how it is going to end. If anyone watches / reads Hunter x Hunter and Berserk, these are feelings we feel. There haven't been any new chapters for either of these for over a year, and they are such vast complex stories. I just hope they get finished before the manga artists die, which, they're both getting up there in age.